think we are now live. Let's see what's the damned delay here. So, 7-ish seconds, that's fine. Okay, there we go. I think the game is a bit too loud. I mean, I'm trying to adjust it because apparently there was a Windows update and the damned thing managed to reset my volume settings for games. I think that was already something that happened when I was streaming. No, streaming? I'm not sure whether I was streaming it, but I think I played something and it was in full volume instead of adjusted, which in most cases is probably something that I streamed. Oh well. Anyhow, hello, welcome. Today we're continuing the Infinite Fusion playthrough, as is usual. Oh, and here we have Noivern plus Akis. And some invisible ones. Because the sprites are probably not decided. Right, we were the last time we stopped at what? We got a few legendaries, namely Reggie's, I believe, and some of the stuff that was prior available. Then we got some Roltzes and did some fusion magic, and then we went through Pokemon League to level them up. In fact, seems like we haven't finished Pokemon League. And how are we? Oh. I wouldn't say that's ideal. But at the same time, it's not that bad either. That probably should set this up. Yeah, Lance, just get it over with. Either end me or I'll end you, essentially. I think that's a fire flying type, so ground will not work on it. Well, we have a different solution though. Oh, that might end. You're really shitting out the default restores, huh? Sure. Of course. I mean, I usually deal with those with using Thanatos, so I think. So it's kind of not surprising that this is happening, but still. Oh, lovely. Agiments. Not something that is very effective across all board, which is fine. I was not expecting to win this to begin with. Okay, sure. And we go the second strongest, which is also the cutest out of the current set of legendary fusions. Ah. Well, unfortunate, but sure. This looks like a interesting looking Medicham. Ah. Well, that's not surprising. Anyway, now that we're out of the purgatory, with all of those set up, we can do some stuff. Specifically, box link. What do we have? I think I'll leave the evolutions of the Roltzes that I have on me for later. Although some of these are probably going to end up very good. Very good. Very cute, very gorgeous. I don't know. But not right now. Not right now. And I'm not dealing with it right now purely because there is a light priority. In other words, the itinerary for today is what? Get a legendary, any legendary, then catch some Roltzes, like 10, and then grind whatever I have for fusions. Priority is for legendary fusions because of one simple thing. For legendary fusions, I only need to manage only the Roltz side of the fusion. In other words, I don't need to bother with the... If, for example, I was doing it with Roltz and Charmander, functionally to fill out the Pokédex, as well as the general collection, I would need to go with Charmander, and that Charmander needs to stay a Charmander, while Roltz goes through all of the fusions. So from Roltz to gardevoir, and then the same thing happens with the Charmeleon, and then the same thing happens with the Charizard. That's why it's problematic to deal with the Pokemon that are not legendaries, or Pokemon that generally do not have evolutions. Like, these are the priority Pokemon because those are easiest to get through. You essentially catch the Pokemon, you fuse it with the rolls, and you grind through the levels. And then you're done. That is functionally the entire thing that you need to do at that specific point. What to... I think that the rock at Lake of Rage is specifically referencing Zekrom, one of those, maybe even two of those, I'm not too specifically sure, but specifically I do not remember correctly, but I think that this will, whatever is in Lake of Rage is either Zekrom, Reshiram, and something else, or I don't know. Well, it is something that I will be figuring out eventually again. But for the time being, I am not sure how to progress that chain of events unless I need to go to Chrono Island, and I do have some stuff that I could do here, specifically the Genesect, or I could also join Team Rocket for whatever reason, though that's not a priority by any means. In fact, I think that I would probably be doing a second playthrough where I join the Team Rocket for plot purposes and see how that basically is fleshed out. If it is, I don't exactly follow the devlogs of this thing or any of the patch notes. Last time I followed the patch notes was when I did the big update to add customizability. But yeah. Besides, the thing does not want to update for me organically. So every time I need to update, I need to download the actual thing that has the full stuff, all of the sprites, all of the whatever, and that is actually tedious to go through. Anyway, I know that in Mount Silver we are dealing with Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina fusion, which somehow happened. I'm not going to question it too much. Then we have some kind of a legendary in the Crimson City area, specifically the Drum Pokemon. I'm not sure how to do that one yet. Then the Feathers quest that I found in, I believe, Lavender Town is referencing Darkrai or Cresselia, depending on what karma you have, the good karma or bad karma, and I'm honestly unsure. Ideally, I would like to catch both of them, but is that going to be something that does happen or doesn't happen? I have no honest way of knowing. I think there is also Latios and Latias somewhere around the entirety of the Sevi Islands, I think. Then Submerged Temple was Reggie's. This is Genesect plus possibly something else. Wait, did I catch Deoxys? Oh, Deoxys is a different thing. Deoxys is, I believe, I should have Waterfall access by now. In fact, I do have Waterfall access, which means that I can access the route to Berry Forest in Kin Island. And since I can access that, I can also access the Waterfall area, which is going to have an UFO crash. After which I triangulate the location using the 3 paths or whatever. I have no idea whether they changed the quest or not, so bear with me. And after I have triangulated the location, I can get to the island and catch Deoxys. So that's also a valid option. I think the most problematic legendaries out of legendaries that I can currently access with relative ease are Necrozma, because that thing requires me to find all of these strange prisms, and I am sincerely unsure whether I have all of them. And if I do have most of them, then I have no idea which ones am I missing. So that's problematic. And the other one is the Lunar Feather Quest, which is same issue as Necrozma, just worse. Actually, no, it is quite literally the same issue. Both of the things have riddles. Both of the things actually have riddles. So... I sincerely don't remember how to trigger the Lake of Rage thing. Unless I might actually have some more access to things in Ecritique, although I'm not sure. I need to change the Louvoir name. Let's see. Psychic Fairy, Lugia. Well, whatever comes to my head first. This one, now that I look at her, she oddly resembles God, what was her name again? Lady Dimitrescu from which Resident Evil was that? 7? No, not 7. 8? I think it was 8. I think 7 was the village in what was it, Florida-ish? I should probably play Resident Evil myself. Like, what I currently remember is essentially what I remember seeing when Markiplier played through the thing. So let's just... Dimitrescu, I believe. Well, this one is simple. Literal eyes, like... Yeah. Now we switch this to... this. Let's get this one. Because I believe Frostlass is the final fusion, so we'll take it. There's also Pokemon like Absol, which makes sense. And stuff like Spiritomb as well. I have more legendaries as well, so that's not exactly a problem. I just need more Roltzes. I don't think I have all of the legendaries though. But yeah. Where was it? It was here, I think. Hello, my name is Alder. I'm the league champion in the Unova region. To be honest, why would I specifically just... You're like... Go fight them. And I'm like, sure, yes, I'll... Like... What kind of dynamic is this? Also, why does he look like Rengoku from Demon Slayer, from Kimetsu no Yaiba? I'm much more familiar with the Japanese names of enemies. Enemies? Brain, please. Anime. Let's just fight. Welcome. No, not the pseudo-German. Brain, please. Welcome, my name is Naoko. Allow me to challenge you and your Pokemon. Okay. Sylveon and Oricorio. I mean, I'll take it. Shadape. Oh no. Oh good. This thing does not have Wonder Guard. If this thing had Wonder Guard, we would have a problem. Wait, why does it have so much HP? That's fine. Glacino. Oh. Hypno and Glaceon. Earthquake? Yeah, that's close enough. Espion and Clefable, which still Earthquake. The fact that it's actually doing damage despite like a 30 level difference is kind of disturbing, but sure. Reunifion. So Leafeon and Reuniclus, I think? Sure. Oh, it's... Oh. That works. Of course it knows Psyshock. Got my throat. Nasty plot, huh? That's fine. Oh, you are truly strong. And we have one evolution. Spiritomb and rolls into Spiritomb and Kirlia. Kirlia? Kirlia. Oh. A god girl with a very long... I processed that as a ponytail, but now that I look at it, that's the Spiritomb keystone with the Spiritomb thing going out of it. I guess it's kind of a ponytail. Psychic power to create a rip in the dimensions and see into the future. It is bound to a fissure in an odd keystone. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Okay. What are we dealing with? Oh, that's pretty cute. Kind of expected it to be somewhat kimono based. Looks like a, I don't know, kind of like an Eastern princess type of stuff. Sure. Your Pokemon are incredibly strong. That was just 2, because, of course, this one has higher level, makes sense. Welcome, my name is Zuki. I will test how closely you've bonded with your Pokemon. So you say, but like... Can you even do much? False. That question on its own is false. Because Statique is basically KO'd. At the same time, though, to begin with, I'm doing this because I think that Alder is going to either give me something or allow me to get somewhere, which might lead to a legendary. In fact, I think that this is going to lead to a legendary. I just don't remember which one. Okay. Makes sense. Time to deal with the problem. One. Oh, this thing has dark type moves. Well, that is an unforeseen circumstance. I'll take it though. You should have used an attacking move. Clefable, Flareon, and Clefable. Is this the team for the kimono girls? Like Clefable, Reuniclus, and evolutions? Is this the theme? Shed Mortar. It still doesn't have Wonder God, which I should probably be thankful for. I don't have any Pokemon left. And there's the gardevoir. Oh, that looks fancy. Let's see, what are we dealing with? Oh, an actual god mummy. Actually, not as much as the Dimitrescu, I'd say. Huh. Well, this one just looks aggressive in some ways. Like a djinn. This one looks interesting. This is something that I was expecting to happen, not this. Although I can see this happening. This one is just the fusion generic moment. I vibe with these three. I am just not sure which one specifically. The God Queen. The God Emo. Aren't those two the same thing? I have no idea. Actually, let's research. I'm curious now. Emo versus God. Courtesy of a Reddit post. Something I saw a while ago that cleared this up was something along the lines of a god sees the beauty in the fucked parts of the world, and Emo is sad about the fucked parts of the world. Oh. Huh. Okay. So they are similar, but not the same. Okay. Lesson learned. And this one just looks like you know that medieval type of, is it an execution device? I don't think it's explicitly an execution device, although I think it was being, a similar type of thing was being used for guillotines to hold the person in. They just put the person in, they lock it in, and then the guillotine goes, or not necessarily the guillotine. Sometimes it's an actual person doing the, well, the cutting action. Let's say that. How did we get from a god queen to decapitation? Yeah, I'm not gonna question my own thought process. because the moment I start doing that, it's gonna be yeah. But yeah, it reminds me of that thing where you put your neck, hands, specifically wrists, and then it gets closed on you, and then you're basically trapped in this block of wood. I don't remember the specific name for it though. I'm not sure if I ever knew the specific name for it. Oh, well, might as well research. Medieval device to that locks your wrists and neck. Oh, it's a pillory, apparently. Let's see. The pillory is a device made of a wooden or metal framework on a post with holes for securing the head and hands. Used during the medieval and Renaissance periods for punishment by public humiliation and offer further physical shenanigans. Huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Sure. We are learning today. But yeah, vibe. If we're going by the previous evolution, then this one makes the most sense. A wild spirit of war harvests the souls of ghost types in hopes of breaking free of the odd keystone embedded in its chest. If it bonds with a strong trainer, some theorize it will begin to feed off of their life force as well. Oh, great. We have a partially corporeal succubus. Nice. We love it. And there we have the Kimono Princess, which seems to be evolving into a Kimono Queen. From a princess into an empress. In fact, this looks very specific. I wonder if this is a reference. Oh. She's actually human now. This one looks cursed. This one looks better. This one looks what I kind of expected to be happening. This is just the mishmash. This actually looks more to the vein of what I expected to happen. This looks familiar, oddly. I wonder what this one is referencing. This is definitely a reference. It is detailed in this entirely different manner. Than the usual fusions. Huh. Okay. Looks like a smug type of royalty. I'll take it. Let's just heal up and Ideally, we might be dealing with... God. Your Pokemon and you seem to share a strong bond. Thank you. Welcome. My name is Mickey. I wish to see how elegantly your Pokemon can battle. Well, elegantly is an overstatement. Why is this thing doing a front split? Why is this thing doing a random front split? Sure. One, two. If I can set up, I should set up because that's going to make things much quicker. 3. At this level difference, I'd say that's probably enough, but I'll do one more quiver dance just in case. Just in case. Because at this point I should be nuking it regardless. But just in case. This is why I did it. Just in case. Wait, is it because... Oh, it throws the defense. Okay, makes sense. It's basically keeping up with the defense at special attack, special defense buffs. It's fine. The next one is not going to be keeping up, so it's fine. Oh, this thing. What? Why does it have a knife? Well, just get out, please, thank you. I am not in the mood to be followed by dead souls with an amalgamation of dead souls with a knife. Why does that suddenly sound like a very familiar plot? Anyway, I think this is Vaporeon. Silas, Sylveon and Frostlass? I was right. Pretty cute, pretty cute. Too bad I need to nuke you. Leafable. And Judgment should be enough for this. I mean, at this point, I think I have max stacks. Maybe one off the thing, but... The user faints when using this move. In return, it harshly lowers the target's attack and special attack. So it's basically a sacrificial debuff. Curse is technically more efficient than this. Oh, you're good at Pokemon. Let's see. What are we dealing with? Oh, that looks fancy. Ah. DeSantis. A that is my first word here, the Saintus. We don't talk about this one. This one is pretty good, but I'd say it's more gardevoir based than it should be. It's more gardevoir oriented than general fusion. Like in here you can clearly see that it's balanced, and this is just the same thing but with Halo, without Halo. This thing is also pretty balanced in terms of Ho and gardevoir. This one isn't bad either. This one makes me think of tacos, or not even tacos. It does make me kind of think of tacos, but my first thing that I thought about was pretty much hot sauce, actually, which is something. This one actually makes me think of Persona for some reason, even though I haven't even played the game at all, or watched anyone play the game. I just know that they occasionally use masks. That's it. Yeah, we go with this. Any extra lore? No, we don't have any. Okay, what are we dealing with here? Nickname. Chai. Chai, because it's either going to be Heian or Chai. My first thought was Saintus, and the second thought was Heian from Soul Leveling. Yeah, I'll just do it. Unlag, please. François oddly resembles Zeke from Shaman King, but actually, if we're going with that logic, then and then we have Spiritoire, Ghost, This is not going to make sense without context, but the context is actually kind of convoluted for this one. In fact, at this point I have forgotten why I chose this. Ah, right. I was thinking, the color magenta came into my brain. Which isn't even actually accurate, I think. Magenta. No, that actually is pretty close. So I was like, magenta, 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 enta, enka. So I'll just do and time. Nice. This is essentially the box of the ones that I think are looking very good. Now, what do we have? We have Meowths. Well, I have the option, so let's go with the... I believe this is Registeel. Then we have Absol. And then we have Mewtwo. Let's see. Welcome, my name is Sayo. Allow me to challenge you and your Pokemon. Okay, sure. Let's see. Vaporeon. Isn't this just going to be double weak to electricity? Well, you're writing your own sentence here. That's one evolution. Shadloom. Why do the Shedinja fusions in this case have fighting moves? Hypnosis? No, it's fine. Psycho Cut. Sure. Is this Flareon? I think it is. Let's see if this is going to be effective. It is. And then we have Stanler and Umbreon. I was expecting that to do more damage, but I'll take it. Oh, you are truly strong. Okay, let's see what are we dealing with. I was about to say, are we getting another God Girl, but honestly not sure if this fits the label of a god girl. Huh. I don't like the implication of the second part of that Pokédex entry. But we'll ignore that. We'll ignore that. That's just my skewed perception. Possibly. Well, this went... The Absol one went about as expected. Why? Well, let's go with the continuity for now. It is said that an aaaaa that's well taken care of can alter the future to one where its trainer lives a happy and prosperous life. Oh, that's pretty cute. Hello. Wait a minute, I recognize you. You're Kuroha, the Kanto League champion, isn't that right? Yes, there's no mistaking it after seeing you battle like this. It all makes sense now. I myself happen to be the league champion in the Unova region. I must say that the bond that you share with your Pokemon is stronger than any other trainer I have seen. From one champion to another, the real reason I came to Johto was not only to soak up the culture. Indeed, the sages at the Bell Tower discovered a strange energy signature that appeared at the Bell Tower. This energy is similar to the energy released by the two legendary dragons of Unova myths, so I came to investigate. After seeing you battle, it is evident that you are deserving of these. Lightstone, Darkstone. Ah, the Lightstone and the Darkstone. They are ancient Unovan artifacts that were unearthed in a place called the Relic Castle in Unova. They contain the spirits of the legendary dragons Reshiram and Zekrom respectively. It is said that these stones are waiting for the emergence of a hero whose bond with his Pokemon is unequaled by any other. Unequaled, unequaled, unequaled. I tried to bring the stones to the top of the bell tower where the unknown energy is the strongest, but alas, I had no luck. But I believe that you might be this hero that the legends speak of. I would like you to please take the stones to the bell tower and see if you can awaken the Reshiram and Zekrom. And this is how we get the legendary quota for this stream. We love it. Now the issue is, do I want to level up the... Yeah, sure. At this point I already started leveling them up, so why the hell not? Actually, let's check one thing after this. Do I have any other sprites here? I actually don't. That's interesting. Do we have more sprites here? Nope. So that gardevoir that looks like something you would see out of what was it? The Ring. is completely out of nowhere. So is this one. So that's interesting. Hmm. Well, that's something. Also, quick break since we reached the hour mark. Okay, back. Had a quick snack as well. Let's see. Oh, right, I think I has the teacup. That's fine. I think I can just earthquake everything. That should be fine. Surely. Surely this is fine. Ah, yes, ice. Of course you have a full restore. Why wouldn't you have a full restore? Really? This is what you are going to be using your full restores on? Really? I'm kind of surprised it actually outspeeds. Sure. Well, while I'm dealing with this, I might as well comment on why there is no Gungeon stream this week. And that is actually quite simple. Quite simple. Last Gungeon stream, I said that if I don't finish the game, I will start switching one of the games out for something else. And that is exactly what happened. Why is it Gungeon? Well, what I decided to do is I couldn't decide which one to switch, so I took a wheel, I added Afterlife and I added Gungeon to the wheel, and I spun the wheel. And the wheel landed on Gungeon. And since the wheel landed on Gungeon, Gungeon is skipped for this week, and we're playing Everhood instead. I suppose it's kind of good-ish, I guess. I'll have the opportunity to play the game again and also get the endings that I did not get before. Plus the preparation for Everhood 2 that I will be playing eventually. Among other things that I have to, well, play. Oh, have to. Have to is a strong word, a strong phrase to use. I want to play those games, and I will be playing those games. That's pretty much it. Pretty much it. Let's see, what are we dealing with here? Oh, that looks oddly aggressive. I was kind of right. It is oddly aggressive. Let's see, what else are we dealing with? I think I vibe better with this one. Let's see. That's a white stance. I'm not surprised. This is kind of expected. Oh. We have a sudden appearance of 2B. I'll take the 2B. And then we have the mutes. This has to be a generic fusion. Yep. It's switching into Thanatos anyway. One. Two. Three. Hopefully the Mewtwo / Ralts, not Ralts at this point, Gardevoir has some more specific sprites. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there aren't any, but if there are some, that's good. If there aren't, then that is something that we are dealing with. Judgment is going to use the berry now, and that's not going to help it because of Wonder God. Same issue here. I wonder if the the Gardevoir entry, the aaaaa entry from the same guy from the same person who wrote the Kirlia fusion entry is different. I wonder. Oh, we'll figure that out. Right now, actually. First of all, though, I guess no one bothered with View 2 slash gardevoir. Oddly enough. Actually false. It seems that someone did. I'll take this one. Yeah, it's fine. It's powerful enough anyway. What were we dealing? What were we dealing with the unknown? Okay. Okay, unknown, but the one that looks the most like it is. No. Nope. 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 So many of these. Seems like we don't have a custom entry. That's fine. Now we have all the gardevoirs here, so we switch. Do we? Oh. Okay. I see. Well, in this case, I'll just forfeit. I forgot how to pronounce that properly, but sure. But yeah, now the only ones that I'm... Do I even have anything that I'm missing apart from this one? I think I don't. Huh. Well, this is obvious. This is obvious. I'm not even gonna... That was obvious. Then Mewtwo is... Sure. we have roads, or rather, is this the final Reggie? I think this is the final Reggie. That's the final Reggie. Do I have anything else that has a single evolution apart from the legendary birds and beasts? I guess I technically do have both magic ups here, so I could go with those. Ninjask is also an option. I want to catch a Feebas. Not this Feebas though, I only caught this one for the quest. What else do we have? Honage, Riolu. I guess that's all for now. But yeah, Bell Tower is not here. If I had rock climb, I would be able to go there, but do I need to go there? I have no idea. That's the other thing. I think we need to go here. So Alder entrusted you with the light and the dark stone. Very well then, I trust his judgment. You may go to the bell tower. Why did you just run away like that? Ah. Oh, that's not a good sign. Do I have encounters here? Doesn't seem like it. We do seem to need escape ropes, potentially. Oh, it's this thing. So, from this point, four... Actually, no, that would be tree, 6. 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then it's roughly at the same level as the stairs here. That's not that bad. famous last words. Okay, okay. Sure. Okay. Are we done yet? No, we are not. I think that just made them go less complex. Let's see. And there is the big legendary Reshiram. So Reshiram and Zekrom. And let's just assume that I can catch one. Let's see, imagine. Yeah, there's no way. I'll see. Let's see. If it has dark type moves, I will... That's not dark type. So that's two different moves out. What else are we dealing with? Do you not have any other moves? Also, it seems that it's kind of louder than the mic a bit, so I'll just do this. Okay, Dragon Pulse. Well, sure. I don't think this thing can attack me. I'm not sure though. Wait, what? Dragon type moves should not be able to hit me. Turbo Blaze Pokemon. Oh, I see. It's the ability. The ability bypasses Wonder God. Oh boy. Turbo Blaze prevents a target's ability from affecting moves that the Turbo Blaze Pokemon uses. It only affects abilities that change the power, accuracy, or other effects of moves. For example, Reshiram would be able to hit Bronzong, having Levitate, using a ground-type move like Earth Power. Ground-type moves would still not affect flying types. Huh. That's kind of problematic in a variety of ways. Dragon Pulse might actually be able to hit. Oh. Beautiful. Dragon Pulse does not affect Kumo. We love it. I'm not attacking, I don't care. So it can only attack me with the remaining moves. At this point, it is going to take me out eventually. Wait, did it run out of fusion flares? Wait, did it run out of extra sensories? Huh. That's interesting. I mean, I'll take it. didn't. And where are we? Okay, good. We're in the same city. That's fine. You panicked and dropped 12,000 because, of course. Oh, I'm not dealing with that. I am not dealing with that. Or I guess I am dealing with that. This is what happens when you mash. I swear, if the... Wait, what? Hey, excuse me? Does this mean that it's already solved? I mean, I'll take it. Maybe I managed to break it, which is also fine because I technically solved this before, so it's... One more? Let's see. Let's get it one more. Good. Surely this is going to work. Very effective. There we go. And now we have Reshiram and Zekrom. Hello? Okay, good. OBS should be back in control. Reshiram, deep white Pokemon, the dragon of truth and ideals merged by the strength of its trainer's heart, it was called forth by the sound of a bell. Okay. Okay then. Sure. I'm not even gonna. Spooky plate. So Reshiram and Zekrom were fused together when you encountered them. I wonder. You see, Reshiram and Zekrom were once part of the same dragon Pokemon. But for reasons unknown, the original dragon got separated into 3 Pokemon a long time ago. Reshiram, Zekrom, and a third one called Kuram. Could this be that summoning them with both the light and the dark stone caused them to assume a form that is closer to the original dragon? You should share this theory with a man called Colress. I saw him around the Lake of Rage, and that's where you get the ice thing and get the Kuram. Which makes sense. So I have Reshiram on me. I think that the dragon fusions from this context would probably be pretty majestic looking. Probably, if I had to warrant a guess. But for now, I'll keep those away for now. Well, the legendary part of the itinerary is solved. So now I guess I need to catch some Rolses, technically speaking. I guess I might be ending stream earlier in this case. How many Rolses do I need to deal with? 6. 6 on a purely technical basis. Six, then okay. Where was it? Right. It was Viridian and upwards. Well, time to catch, I don't know, I'll try to catch 6 of them to cover all of the birds and the beasts, but I have no idea what my luck is on this matter, so we'll get what we can. We shall get what we can. Because last time I tried to catch 10 and I think I ended up catching 8. And that was most of the later half of the stream. Of course, at the end I did get some evolved to a final form. But yeah, some are going to be much simpler to deal with. Much simpler to deal with. Well, there's the first one. One down, 5 to go. Surely it's going to be this easy. Also, no level ups. I do not need this to be sabotaged by level ups. Although I suppose I'm not technically getting a lot of EXP here, so don't think that would be a big issue, but still, just in case. Surely this isn't going to take me like 3 hours. Surely. I'm definitely not coping with my luck. Approaching 2 hours, which means another quick break. Well, while I'm doing this mindless stuff, might as well talk about what I'm going to be streaming next, I suppose. I mean, I believe the next stream is Afterlife. I'm not sure exactly, but I think it's Afterlife, and then Everhood. It might be opposite. It might be backwards. It might be backwards. I know that I'm streaming both of these this week. I don't remember the order, but of course. But yeah, for Afterlife, I'm honestly not sure. Because at the current pace of levels, excluding the cruciforms, which are an entirely different issue altogether, there is a very big issue, and that issue is specifically the later levels. And even more specifically is the fact that the mobs are pretty much by default at starting to attack you sideways, and you have no damned way to defend against it. An even more cursed thing is that this series is so old, well, not that old, but still pretty damn old. It's old, and it also is very, what's the more correct word here? Niche, if you will. It's rather niche. And that can be pretty much proven by the fact that after the last Afterlife stream, I tried to look up a walkthrough or some kind of help to potentially figure out how to get that one cruciform that I tried to get last stream and couldn't. And there was zero information on the game, pretty much, apart from the few niche sites that basically kind of archive indie games. Not even indie games, just old games in general. So one thing that I managed to find out, even though it doesn't really give me much information to work with, but it gives me some potential to actually find a solution. Also, that's the wrong world. Because I found a sentence, kind of. It was loosely in the description of the game. I don't remember if it's in the actual site that is currently available, but it said something among the lines of unlock different balloons for different abilities. When I read that, it got me thinking. I do have a few balloons unlocked, and so I hopped onto the game and tried them out, and yes, they do have some differences. Specifically, the lightning balloon is very fast on movement, like very fast rising up and very fast sideways movement, I think. But that still doesn't help me that much. Namely, I still need to find a way how to get into that open hole to get the cruciform. And if that's not the solution, then I am not sure what is. Because you can try to access it from the top to bottom, but then you get locked out. It's like, what does the game want you to actually do at that point? Does it want you to keep unlocking the balloons? If so, what are the conditions to unlock the balloons? The more I think about it, the more questions I have, and that is not ideal. That is very much not ideal. But yeah, that's pretty much what the hell is going to be happening for Afterlife 1. Essentially, we're going to be trying to progress further into the levels. And if we can't progress further into the levels, then the itinerary for the stream is going to change from trying to get through all of the levels into trying to figure out where the missing cruciforms are, because I have like 3-4 of them missing, as well as attempting to unlock balloons, and I sincerely have no idea how to do so, that's going to be a fun thing to figure out. Looking at it from a different perspective though, whoever actually decides to play that game is going to be able to use my streams as reference material. So I guess that's something that is pretty good. And that's another wrong rolls, because of course my luck is like this. Anyway, that's the afterlife situation. And Gungeon... Honestly, the wheel that picked Gungeon for a break probably did some good for me. Because if I streamed Gungeon this week again and I started to die to fire again, I think I would actually start losing it. I think I would actually start having an issue. Whether it's a skill issue or a different kind of issue, I'm not sure, but I think I would actually start having some kind of an issue. And so to prevent that, I guess the luck decide... Luck? Yeah, I guess let's say luck. The luck decided to give me a break, and that's kind of understandable. And that is why I'm streaming Everhood instead of Gungeon. Although in some aspects Everhood might be worse. In some aspects, if I remember the game correctly. Because I have technically played Everhood before. Have I finished it properly before? No. Like, I did not 100% the game. I did get, like, some of the endings, but nothing too... I'm pretty sure I did not get some of the endings, that's for sure. I remember collecting gems or something. And that would be a good thing to, well, play in preparation to Everhood 2, which is already out, but I do not have the game yet in my library, so as an eventual preparation. And of course it's the wrong rolls. Well, kind of on time-ish. I keep missing the actual time, but sure. Quick break. Okay, back. Anyway, where was I? Something Everhood. Yeah. I don't remember what kind of difficulty settings I was playing on. Hmm. I think I played on... Uh, it was either hard or normal. And I think I was actually playing on hard, but I'm not sure. Regardless, we'll see. I mean, I could just play on the highest difficulty. Because why not? Like, if I manage to do some of the things that I did when I played the game before on hard, then why not go a difficulty higher and test my own limits? Is that valid? I'd say it's pretty valid. So far we have a single rolls. Beautiful. Just gorgeous. In all the wrong ways. In all of the wrong ways. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to be finishing Everhood in one stream. Especially if I voice the characters. And I'm probably going to be voicing the characters at least to some degree. At least I'll try to. Oh, for the love of... Also, let's just switch from static to Thanatos. Yes. There is another game that I kind of want to try to stream, but at the same time I'm fairly confident that it still does not have a... Let me check. Hmm. Interesting. Some of these things look pretty good, but the game itself, that one of the other games that I wanted to play is yeah. It's good, but it's not translated. And that is sincerely cursed to a level, because I managed to actually beat the game in some ways. Yeah, the game does not have a damned English translation, and that's why I don't. I could play it, but the issue is that I cannot read kanji. So it's like, sure, yeah, that's one of the games that I want to play. Eventually. I mean, technically speaking, I did manage to complete the game, regardless of whether it was translated or not. The more cursed part is, I think there was an English translation. Maybe I had a fever dream on that game having an English translation. Then again, it's been ages. The cursed thing is that I think I got it on a shareware disk as a thing. Possibly? Probably? Honestly, I'm unsure. There seems to be a slight... there. It is a game that I kind of want to play, but at the same time, I'm not even sure it is going to be running on Windows 10. I remember playing it on Windows XP, so that is most definitely an ancient game by today's standards. I think this is kind of the same type of issue that, well, I'd say is, but honestly I'm currently unsure whether it would be happening or not, but the point is that it might have the same type of issue. Specifically the issue that I had with Soldexus, where the game just did not run altogether. Oh, for the love of... I mean... If you want to check out the game that I'm currently talking about that is untranslated, then I believe it should be in the what was it? Internet Archive. It's archived, and the title is Giga Deep. No pun intended. No pun intended. That is literally the name of the game in all caps. I haven't caught you yet, so I'll just do that. I am still kind of disturbed by the fact that I have only caught a single Ralts in about 40 minutes at this point. Pumpkin Pokemon. The pumpkin body is inhabited by a spirit trapped in this world. As the sun sets, it becomes restless and active. Okay. Sure. But yeah, that's one of the games that I kind of want to try. Streaming, that is. It's been ages since I last played it actually, so... And even then, like... I swear though, I loosely remember it having an English translation at some point, when I played it later. I could be wrong though. I could be very much wrong, though. Then, what else? There are some other things that I want to try out playing, like Shensetta when I mentioned it before, but there's still the issue of I have no idea how why the game was deleted to begin with, so I want to be kind of careful on that end. Not that it matters that much. Although technically, yes, it is an issue with Shensetas specifically, because the game is, I believe, not present anywhere other than a very specific news site, news article, for some ungodly reason. And in that article actually managed to host the single remaining copy of the game, at least from what I could find, which is cursed. Then what else do we have? There are options. I'm just... For the love of... Oh, it's fine. Oh, it seems like I actually have a viewer. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to the purgatory of attempting to catch a rolls. Not this kind of rolls, of course. Seriously though, just how bad is my luck on this end? I still think that this is better than if I decided to continue the previous playthrough, which happened like 15 episodes back at this point. 15 streams back, to be more specific. It's not episodes, but I suppose there is not that much of a difference. But yeah, this is better because while my luck on this end is awful, I feel like this is still marginally quicker than trying trying to deal with the egg shenanigans, and there we go. The second roads in... what is it, like 45 minutes? That is just awful in terms of luck. Okay. We're chaining, good, good. That is 3. I think I'm actually just going to end stream after I catch 6. Because I am kind of tired. Oh. Are we cooking? I think we might be cooking. This is the 4th one, I think? Enough. I suppose the random viewer just brought me some luck, and I'm thankful for that. It helps. Otherwise I might have been sitting here for until the actual normal stream end time, which I still might end up doing that, depending on my luck. Also, we have shadow people around, so that's fun. Where was I? Something games. Shansetta, other games. I mean, I do have quite a big Steam library, but the thing is, I am planning to get into a JRPG series after Everhood-ish, possibly. Either after Everhood specifically, or after Everhood and Gungeon. Because that thing is going to take a while to actually finish. Like, an actual while. Like, currently my longest series is Pokemon, for obvious reasons. I mean, this kind of gardevoir undertaking is a very gargantuan project. It's not as big of a project as it would be if I decided to handle the entire fusion decks of what is it at this point? I don't know how many explicitly Pokemon are explicitly implemented, but I think there's like 150 or more thousand of actual fusions that can be achieved. Which is what would be the number of the decks that we would be looking at if I decided to undertake that end of the project. And I am not that insane. I'm not that insane. I'm just keeping with the gardevoir project because I pretty much started streaming with that in mind, and then I went into more variety because, yes. I still need to actually do a proper Calamity playthrough, but that's a separate matter altogether. Especially when you consider all of the updates that are probably happening, or specifically have been happening since the last time I played modded Terraria. Or even unmodded Terraria. I hear that there are some fancy updates coming up. Also, that is the 5th one. But yeah, I most definitely have options to stream. It's just that when you have a lot of options, you also are struggling. Not are struggling. You also struggle to actually choose options, and that is kind of the main issue when dealing with something like this. I have things to stream, but I can't decide what to stream, and that is how we ended up with Everhood replacing Gungeon instead of Afterlife, even though now that I think about it, I actually agree with that. Because as I said at this point, like 10-15 minutes earlier, if I played Gungeon this week again, and if I started dying to the damned fire again, what's the hip phrase nowadays? Crash out? Yeah, I think I would be crashing out if that happened. Oh, freedom. Freedom is upon us, it seems. The final rolls. Reshiram, Zekrom. I have options. I definitely have options. Do I want to fuse them right now? Maybe. Maybe. This one is feisty. Some legendaries did not take this many balls to catch. Some legendaries, of course. Some. And some took like 60 to 70 to like 80 balls to actually be caught. We don't talk about that. Anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where that... I missed one somehow. Ah, I started counting from this one. Makes sense. I think, at least. Probably, yeah. Okay, so at this point... what am I going to be fusing with this one? With these? I think I want to catch a Feebas and use that as a base for the initial Feebas and then Milotic, because that would look probably gorgeous. Not even probably, most definitely gorgeous. Even though I'm guessing right now and I have no idea whether the actual custom sprites exist for that or not. At the very least, we have the precedent of Mewtwo end of things that did not have a proper sprite thing until the actual Mewtwo/gardevoir. But yeah, where's the actual Feebas actually? Should be like, and then there's the Magikarp/Gyarados, which is just something. But yeah, we have options, We also have legendary options to fuse with, which is always a great option. But yeah, that's it for this stream. It's going to be a shorter than usual stream, but I mean, with this kind of luck, yeah, I would rather stream a shorter stream but do more stuff than end up trying to catch 10 Roltzes for like 3 hours. But yeah. That is going to be it for this stream. Whoever is going to be watching this later or now, well, now is an overstatement because we're ending, but whatever. Whoever is going to be watching this later, I hope you enjoyed the. Was there any scuff today? I mean, there was some scuff when I did a safe override while trying to catch Reshiram Zekrom fusion. I guess that kind of counts like scuff, as scuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the minimal scuff, as well as the Vrolt's luck or unluck. I don't know which one, but that's something. And see you in the next stream. What the hell is that? See you in the next stream, which is going to be either Afterlife or Everhot. I actually don't remember which one, and I am too lazy to check. Yeah. Anyway, see you in the next stream, as I said before, and adios.